Channel 7 News at 6.
Oh, good evening to you. We begin tonight in Pine Bluff, where employees at the district court building believe their working conditions are unsafe.
They claim they've been sickened by conditions inside the building, and they fear the culprit is black mold. Channel 7's Daniela DeHogany has the story.
Inside the City of Pine Bluff District Court, employees say the air is filled with musty odors, many complaining of headaches, fatigue, coughing, and constant sneezing. Several employees walking out this week telling us it's simply not safe.
So we've been waiting all this time for answers, and then once a Facebook post gets out there, then all of a sudden everybody's coming and trying to figure out what a solution is to the problem.
After staff contacted OSHA, they say a state environmental specialist toured the courthouse, describing it as, quote, the worst of the worst mold.
You look up and the ceiling is covered in the mold, and the ceiling, the walls and everything, and you walk in, you can smell it. Our papers in the courtroom are wet. I can't even run it through the copier because the papers are moist in the courtroom.
Employees say they were told to expect a written report within 5 to 7 days. But more than 2 weeks later, they claim they're still waiting on a clear answer on if it's safe to be in the building. Both city and county employees confirm they've sent repeated emails to county officials about leaking, flooding, and air concerns.
We keep headaches. We keep our noses are stopped up. They're running, just dripping out of nowhere. Our throat starts tickling. You start coughing. It's as soon as you walk in, about an hour after being in that building, all those symptoms start hitting us.
And it's not just employees. Jurors, attorneys, law enforcement, and the public pass through those same hallways every day.
I want them to come clean the building. Don't put a Band-Aid on it. I don't think it's something that you can just go in there and take a tile down and say it's okay.
Employees are demanding transparency, a release of all air test results, and a clear answer on whether or not this building is safe to work in. If not, a plan to fix it or relocate. We've reached out to city and county officials for comment. On your side, I'm Daniela DeHogany.
Hey, Daniela, thanks a lot. And Jefferson County Judge Gerald Robinson, who maintains the building, sent Channel 7 a mold test report that found mold levels in the building are not an indicator of sick building syndrome, and has promised that the building will be deep cleaned.
Parents and teachers at Hayfield Secondary School are once again sounding the alarm about mold in their building. Just before school began last month, we told you about water damage in the mold-infested band room.
It was cleaned and new carpet and flooring were installed. But as Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey reports, some of the parents believe the mold issue is widespread and making their children sick.
When bulletin boards were recently removed at Hayfield Secondary School, this is what was found behind them. The school says it's dirt, but some parents worry it could be more mold. Judy Conti is one of those parents, and she says her daughter, a senior who has mild asthma, is suffering ill effects.
My child's having a really rough time of it. Every day last week, she came home exhausted, unnaturally exhausted, and with a headache.
Judy's joining with other parents and teachers to demand that the FCPS administration do more to address their concerns. The group will be passing out these Clean Air Now flyers at Wednesday's back-to-school night. They link parents to a letter they urge be sent to Superintendent Michelle Reed, asking for complete remediation, more transparency, HVAC repairs, and replacement of damaged equipment. The Fairfax County Federation of Teachers is helping to lead the effort.
The first thing that they want is just having really transparent communication. They're feeling like things are being kind of swept under the rug, and feeling they're not getting kind of the whole picture.
But this email from the FCPS facilities chief sent to families over the weekend says extensive cleaning, remediation, and testing is already underway. Some 18,000 square feet of new ceiling tile has been delivered to be used as replacement. The facilities chief writes that 35 air scrubbers and 35 dehumidifiers are up and running. The letter says FCPS will continue to work with outside mold testing and remediation companies to get their guidance. Judy says she's still not satisfied.
We are demanding that there be a full remediation of the mold in the building, not just a weekend cleaning, and that they really stay on this for as long as it takes to get rid of everything.
The first sign of trouble came in August before school started, when students arrived for marching band camp. They found water stains on the ceiling, soaked carpets, fabric chairs appearing furry with mold. The band room was cleaned and partly refurbished. The school declared safe to occupy. But now worried parents say they want to see the test results. They'd also like to meet soon with the superintendent and facilities director for a question and answer session. In Fairfax County, I'm Julie Carey, News 4.
New tonight, parents in Dundee are not happy after mold was found in their kids' school building. And they just found out about it right before school was supposed to start. Today, the district sent a letter home to parents telling them the first day of school is delayed. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Shayna Humphreys.
And I'm Terrence Friday. Parents are now questioning why the district waited right before school started to inform them about this issue. We have team coverage for you tonight, getting answers on how this happened and how the summer weather likely made it worse. Let's start with CBS News Detroit's Terrell Bailey, who spoke with parents who are getting that letter just hours before they were supposed to have an open house, Terrell.
Yeah, so multiple parents, guys, told me they rearranged their schedules to be at that open house today, only to find out this afternoon it was canceled. School was set to start this coming Monday, but now it will be on Tuesday.
Mold can affect autoimmune disorder, and my daughter has an autoimmune disorder, so she could easily go into a flare-up.
Wednesday, parents were notified that mold is an issue at Dundee elementary and middle schools. The district says the humid weather and their ventilation systems may be to blame.
I don't want to expose any children or the teachers or any of the educators to this potential issue. So as disappointed as I was, we certainly understand it.
Mandy Westlow's child attends the elementary school. She's also a healthcare professional, which is why she wants the district to take as many precautions as needed.
As long as the kids are able to be safe, whether it's in a week or it's in 2 weeks or it's in 3 weeks, I think we just work together as a team and make sure that they're able to do that and still be educated.
The district says their teams cleaned the areas when the mold first appeared. Since then, it's returned. Right now, they're waiting for results to determine if it's black mold.
And if they've already cleaned the mold once and came back, wouldn't you notify us when that first mold happened to show up?
Now, back in June, the school board voted to allocate over $8,000 to fix a classroom floor at the elementary school. The repair was needed because of water damage from years prior.
Have we pulled it up at all?
No.
Is there any mold concerns or anything, or is that all part of the bid in replacing it? Yeah, I haven't heard anything about mold at all.
I spoke to another concerned mother. Her child goes to the elementary school. She wanted to remain anonymous. She ended up taking her daughter to the doctor, and they asked, could mold possibly be in the family's home? She went on to tell me, quote, my daughter was chronically sick all last school year, but has been symptom-free since being home this summer. I might have to find alternative schooling for her this fall because I do not feel safe at this point sending her back.
I would want to know, besides the testing itself, how can he guarantee that when the students come back that they are safe?
The school district says once the humidity levels drop below 50%, the mold will then stop growing. Then they can begin to re-clean the classrooms and all of the affected areas.
Is this going to take away from their snow days so they'll have to go at the end of the year longer?
So I contacted the school district to hopefully speak with that superintendent. My request was denied, but in a letter to parents, he said they will not begin the school year until test results confirm that all classrooms are safe. Guys.
All right, we'll see what happens in a few days. Thank you, Terrell. And as he mentioned, the district is at least in part blaming the weather for the mold.
Yeah, let's bring in next weather chief meteorologist Ahmed Badji with answers about how the weather could have affected this.
Yeah, this is something right within our wheelhouse when it comes down to it. Temperature, humidity, dew points, all of that goes hand in hand. But I wanted to make sure I talked to some experts about it, of course, checking with some mold people that really, they get it all done in Farmington Hills. So mold spores, they can lay dormant for a long time. Here's the info that we were able to get. Mold itself needs organic material to thrive. Things like dust, skin that's left behind. That's all you need to keep it going. Now, spores are stubborn, though. They will last for a long time. Small changes in the air, that can initiate new growth. Here's the other part of this, though. Spores, they settle, they sprout. A colony begins to grow, but this is the key. It can spread over a large area, and you still can't see it. It is invisible at this stage. Now, the growth time varies depending on the mold and other factors. For example, mold is visible at stage 3, which is called colonization. The size and the number can be large, and the growth rate depends on temperature and moisture, but more than anything else, it depends on the moisture. That's the main thing here. Moisture is everything. For example, at 60 degrees and a relative humidity of 78% takes about 22 days to make a colony. But if it was 70 degrees, 10 degrees warmer, that's a warm day, and yet the humidity was just barely lower, it still takes longer because the moisture content is lower. Now at higher temperatures, like 90 degrees that we saw this summer, that makes a big difference. Those extremes really can help to give it a boost.
All right. Well, long story short, we're hoping they can clear that out, and we'll have to stand by for an update by Monday. Thanks, Ahmed.